So with the Dodge Ram, just basically putting on a freer flowing exhaust system from Manta. So it's what they would call a cat back. So a little bit further back from the catalytic converter, you've got the exhaust connection, and it'll basically just slip straight on there. A more straight through muffler, a little bit bigger pipe size, just generally freer breathing for that big 5.7 litre Hemi. So expecting when it comes to any sort of exhaust upgrade, particularly with petrols, a bit freer revving, and a petrol will probably actually pick up a little bit of power by nature of getting rid of any back pressure, given that petrols are not really good air pumps. They've got a butterfly on the inlet, and there's all sorts of other flow issues that can happen with air-fuel mixtures. When you've got an exhaust system that goes on a petrol, you usually actually pick up a good moderate gain in overall power everywhere, and obviously a little bit freer revving in that top end. So there's, we're of course the diesel experts, we mainly see diesels in here. We do get the odd petrol now and then like this Ram, and when we do, you certainly do notice quite a bit of difference in an exhaust install over a diesel. You hear things like extractors and all that getting used. In a diesel, well, it's more about turbocharging and getting air in. Petrols are more about getting exhaust flow out. So there is quite a difference between the two. So the exhaust overall in this instance will be freer revving, you know, a little bit more power certainly, and probably more torquey because you're getting those gases out quicker. Again, petrols really rely on flow. And it's quite critical in petrols compared to diesels. As again, we sort of do lots of diesel turbos here, but you don't see many petrol turbos or superchargers happening without real high performance things being done. So when it comes to an exhaust, it's a nice little gain on a petrol. You can probably even pick up a bit of economy out of doing that as well, but just overall you'll get a sweetener when you do a petrol exhaust system. So the build's come up pretty good. Again, this is a fairly easy system to install. It was just slipped in from the catalytic converter back. About halfway along the pipe, you've got an exhaust connection. Changed through with a freer flowing muffler and a little bit bigger pipe size. Again, getting those gases out. And we're probably picking up in the vicinity of on the road, maybe half a gear better or a little bit less than that. Certainly a little bit easier to hang on, revving a little bit freer. Just overall drivability picked up. Out of maybe a percentage, you might be looking at about a 5 or a 10% gain, which of course will be a little bit better seat of the pants driving without a big complicated modification.